Um, what was the purpose of you going to diaspora or coming to South Africa? What was main purpose, parfait? What was your purpose? Think about it, Chiboku Morosai. Good morning, family. This is the alien father alongside the alien mother.
Hello guys, how are you? How are you? All the way from South Africa. That's not all the way from Biera. Okay guys, this is your girls 07 Msirikasi. My primary school, Musokumba, my secondary school, my last form 2 2002 to those who were at Musokumba, maybe I'm okay, let's Baba go into details of the topic so that we need to share. Everyone must participate in the comment section so that the topic it will be makes us something power.
Okay, so we always back with it. Bang. Okay guys, many people, we came from our different countries, especially, I want to talk about Zimbabwe. We came from Zimbabwe going to different countries, different places. So my question to you, what is the purpose of going to that country? I want you to answer me in the comment section. Why did you decide to go there? Many people doesn't know the reasons why they went to other countries. They don't know the purpose. Many people just followed other people. And many people are making it. Those who does have purpose. And those who does not have purpose are suffering big time.
And I want you to answer this thing. Do you have the purpose? And why are you coming to South Africa?
Okay guys. At first I need to be honest. Initially I'm one of those people who did not have a purpose. My general purpose, I can say, was to seek employment. But that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. Yes, employment can fulfill some of the things that you need in life. But being in a foreign land, the purpose that I understand now was to accumulate capital to go and invest back home and start something big. I never had a purpose until I grew up and until I met my partner, Miss Eland. That's when I started realizing the purpose, why we are in the foreign land.
And also, when you come in South Africa, was it difficult, or before you come to South Africa, in Zimbabwe, is things good for you or what? Okay,
what I can say is, like, I was in Zimbabwe and I was working a very good job there. But due to the fact that other people were just going to other countries, back then, it was something that felt like a big thing. And now, I had a reason why I had to leave. Because the reason that I actually put in my head, it was my salary. I was working for the government at a certain position. Then I felt that money was not enough. Then you tend to open the pages, the papers, or you had to Google in the internet. You feel like your profession in South Africa or in the diaspora is giving more money than what you get here. I thought it was an easy flow for me just to come, drop my job, and come and get a job this side.
And how old are you on that time?
I was 25 years when I came to South Africa. I was 25 years. What I did at first is like I took like a annual leave. Then I went to Botswana because I just wanted to find out what's happening. Then in Botswana, from the office job then to Botswana, then I started working manual jobs, doing whatever that everybody's doing there, selling things, and I ended up in construction then in Botswana. Then from Botswana, I went back to Zimbabwe when my leave days ended. Then I went to work. While I was at work, the issue of South Africa came into my mind because everybody was talking about it. it was just flowing just like that. To say no, we're gonna get greener pastures there. A person who was dealing with the labor laws in a company, I had to bridge that. I had to apply for another annual leave, because you cannot apply annual leave twice in the same whatever. For the, you understand what I'm saying? So what I did is like I put another annual leave. I had no days accrued to my side. Then I just dropped it on the doctor's office. Then I went South Africa.
So do you come and enjoy? The time you start coming this side, do you enjoy? Do you find what you want? Do you find the more money you were looking for, the salary you said in Zimbabwe it was little, then do you get more money in a year?
Actually, yes, I can say there was, according to myself, the situation in Zimbabwe, the roads, the things, deteriorating economy and all the other stuff. When I landed in South Africa, I was met by beautiful roads. I was met by beautiful malls on the way. I was met by a lot of things that you can say this is London. It's like I'm going, this is another place, So when we came this side, the person I was talking to, the person I was meeting, another Zimbabwean, who was supposed to provide shelter for us, like, we were supposed to live with. He was giving us the taxi driver directions here and there. So we were taken to other beautiful places and saying, wow, so we're going to live in these places. Man, this is amazing. Just to hear that we went the wrong direction. Then we were redirected. We went the other direction. Then he told the taxi driver to come and park at a certain place. That was a place that was full of shacks. We dropped out. We thought we were going to a house that was at the back. That was a beautiful house, so we had to pass some shacks. But we were surprised to see him getting the key from his pocket, unlocking one of the shacks. So I was thinking, does he want to check his chicken from inside there? What does he want to check? To my surprise, he opened, saw 2 beds in there. We saw like things crowded there, pots, whatever. Then I said, okay, this is it. So we went inside. He said, okay, this is the place, guys. This is where I stay. We started staying there. We went to the farms the following morning.
So the red flags start from when you see the shacks?
Yeah, kind of like, but I had no choice because I've already landed here. So I had to stick by whatever that was happening, Like the following day, the day we arrived, he was saying that tomorrow we're going to wake up, then we're going to go by the robot. Then I'm going to show you how to look for work. I still got my certificates in my bags. My mind was like, I need to apply. And I got a beautiful suit that I had that was in my bag. Mine was to apply for jobs, looking for jobs. But since I had no money, I had no cash, I had to go along with whatever that was there. So we stood by the robot, then we climbed on a truck to the farms. Imagine that. You just coming from an office. Now you're going to the farms. Yeah, we worked there. We worked there until 1 week I gave up. And I said, no, I can't do this because it was very hot, and I said, this is not for me. That's when I started working in the garages, petrol attendant and stuff like that. From there, I trained as a coffee barista, going up just like that until I get to a position where I trained, in different companies. But it was not easy, guys. It wasn't easy. It was difficult. But the thought of going back home was not in my mind. I was still young, and I thought I'm going to make it. I never thought of even investing back home. I was enjoying the little that I had. Because that time, if you had 100 trains, you could buy quite a lot of things. Goodies, magunas, That was awesome. But
So what is your what do you tell other young boys they want to come to South Africa at a young age, but they've got their good jobs in Zimbabwe. What the advice do you give them?
Okay, for those people, guys, to be honest, research before you leave. And when you do have a good job, keep that job. Only what you have to do is like do an extra, some kind of ways that can give you extra income on the side. And keep your jobs. Because honestly speaking, when you having that job, guys, you'll be perfect in there than to come and start afresh. Unless if you do apply while you are there, then you can get a better come, and then you can just travel from there to your job straight. Not to come and say I'm gonna start afresh. There are so many people with certain qualifications like the ones that you have, guys. They are also looking for jobs. They are also unemployed at this moment. You see, so there's certain things that you need to have, permits, all those kind of things. So it's a process for you. So keeping your job or staying in your job is better, is the best thing to do. But have extra income activities that you can introduce, like probably do farming. You can procure a certain land, you do your farming, or maybe you can start selling things, or maybe you can employ somebody, or maybe you can start something that you can do in your house, remote work.
And okay, maybe other people, they said, oh, this guy, he want to block like opportunities for us. But guys, to be honest, in South Africa you need to have you need to have nyasha, like my blessings. If you don't have those things, you are going to waste your time here, because it's not easy kuda ku apply basa any type of job, because everyone in this country is now a graduate. Vana vedu vatakazvara is the same thing nevana vari kuno vari kuenda kuchikoro, and they've got everything what we have in Zimbabwe. Vakanga vasina kuenda kuchikoro ndo vaya vakanga vari vanhu vechikuru, but vana vedu vesava, as we empowering our kids, they are also empowered their kids. So it's difficult, guys. Maybe in UK or Canada or in South Africa, if you have got the big opportunities, like we've got those type of jobs like vana computer science, vana engineerings, I don't know.
The skills, those kind of skills.
If you have got those skills, yes, you've got the opportunity. But if you don't have that opportunity, if you want to go and work in the grapes, you just work 2 days, then the job is finished, then you need to pay rent, don't have money for rent, and they don't tolerate mnasinga bad rent. So for you small girls outside there, you want to try South Africa, please don't leave your job there in Zimbabwe. Please try by all means to have a side hustle. Like Baba said, puti ngatisasiya mabasa atinawo, ngatisamirira salary futi atinayo, tsvaga zvaunokwanisa kuita. There is a lot to do in Zimbabwe. You can do poultry farming, you can do duck farming, you can do goat farming, you can do more than what we name the names. Okay, guys, so when you so when you get your job, you said you get trained here, then what kind of job were you doing? Okay, we hear about your struggles of not getting jobs, then you get jobs, and then
okay, first I need to add on what you said. Guys, when you have your job, like I said, don't leave your job. Just find extra things to do on the side, because coming this side is gonna be the worst thing that you can see. Yes, some people have made it here. For sure they've made it. Some they came through right channels of applying for a job while they're in their country. Then they got the jobs from here. Some they do have those kind of skills like computer science, those kind of skills that are needed, like engineering and stuff like that. Yes, those you can come, but one thing that I have to tell you is that engineers are also here in South Africa. People also have those qualifications here. So it's a game of competition with the local people. So being in your country, when you see that your income is not enough, try your best to have other things that can give you money. Try your best to create employment. Because the reason why we went to school, why we went to college, why we graduated, we we thought that it was because we have to look for employment, of which is not about that. We have to create employment. That little employment that you can create is gonna grow one day. To all those people who are doing businesses and are struggling back in Zimbabwe, don't think that I need to go to South Africa or I need to go to diaspora to go try to get like a capital. You know, push on what you have. Find out where you are going wrong. I mean, like push your marketing. Do a lot of things. Meet the people already in the industry down there. Not like you want to leave your business that you have started. Then you want to come look for capital. My brother, my sister, you might come and start zero on zero. Then you might regret it. At least you have started a business. So the next thing you can do is to try to push that business to another level. Because going to other countries, yes, you can go to the diaspora, to UK, whatever, ABCD. Some people, they got opportunity, but from what I hear from the people in the UK, they say it's crazy there. People, they work hard, 2-3 jobs, you know, and some they do like those kind of jobs, you know. It's only because we see from here, we don't see what's happening in UK, and some people, they are not being honest enough of what's happening there. So before you leave that job, or before you leave the business that you have started, think twice of where you're going. Because you don't even know what's going to happen that side. But I'm telling you, it's not easy when you come in another country. Okay, coming to your question. Okay, guys, so from being like a barista, I was promoted to become like a manager. I was an assistant manager. As from assistant manager, I became like a front of house manager. From there, that's when I got the profession that I trained for, the HR. But it took me along. The thing was, how I got the job is because I was within the company. And I had to prove myself that I'm worth it for whatever that. I did not apply because I started from the ground in that company. Of which is something that I never did in Zimbabwe, because I came from the college straight to the position. But in Zimbabwe, I never knew what is it like looking for a job, because somebody recommended me while I was still in college. So from the college straight to work, I never knew what is it putting a CV, you know, waiting for the response, you know, going for that. I just went straight to the interview from the college. So it started here in South Africa. When I came here, that is when I knew how hard it is to look for a job. It's not an easy thing, guys. Not an easy thing. Sometimes, yes, I regret why I left my job back in Zimbabwe. But at the same time, coming this side is already like made me mature in my mind. I've seen a lot of things that if I go to Zimbabwe, maybe I'm going to try to implement those things, you know, try to use my mind. Because when you're in diaspora, things are different when you're in your country. The things that you learn. But we're not saying that your country is bad. Your country is good, it's perfect. See, my country, Zimbabwe, is really good. It's improving right now. It's reaching that standard that we are looking for. It's reaching that standard that we're already living here. It's like people are living there already better than most of the people who are here in South Africa.
Okay, my last question for you is, when you get the opportunity now, to choose to stay continuing in South Africa or to return back home, and if you choose to return back home, what are you going to do? What is in your mind? If you got this opportunity, and if you've got like 50,000 rands to use it in South Africa, or 50,000 rands to go back to Zimbabwe, what are you going to use that amount in Zimbabwe? What are you going to use that amount here in South Africa?
Okay, guys, that kind of 50,000 here in South Africa, it's still little money to start something. Yes, 50,000 you can buy like probably a small buggy, then you can try whatever. But when you're doing it here, guys, it will be hard because you're working for rent, you're working for, you know, expenses and stuff like that. But when I get that 50,000, I can go back home, you know, get the land, if I can get the land, or if I have a land, then I can start like chicken rearing, start my own business there, like goat farming. I can planting of trees, I can do quite a lot of things. I can do quite a lot of things. And also, if that 50,000, I can decide if I can buy like a coffee machine from here, from South Africa, and take it to Zimbabwe, register my coffee company in Harare, because Harare is developing, guys. Coffee, people are gonna drink coffee, because that's another trade that I've been doing here. Buy my lovely coffee machine, open my own business down there, start making coffee in Harare. You see, that's another trade. At the same time, while I'm making coffee, and in the farms I'm doing like chicken, I'm doing like goats, I can also open a butchery. You see, I can open a butchery. If I want to learn things, I can learn from probably from Carlos meat and stuff like that, you know. So it's like there is a lot that I can do back home, because at home in Zimbabwe I'll be having a peace of mind. I'll be in my land. I'm not afraid of anything, you know. But here, you are working here, you might get robbed, you know. You understand? Then you might get shot. Things happen here when you are doing businesses here. But when you're in Zimbabwe, you know Zimbabwe is a peaceful country. That's one best thing about it. Yes, money might not be there. You might work and sweat hard for your money in Zimbabwe. But here in South Africa, yes, you might work little jobs and get the little money. But here in South Africa, things have changed from the way it was before the days that I came. Of which, like I said, if I had that kind of a maturity back then, I should have built even a mansion back home, to be honest. I should have had about 2-3 boreholes by that in the village. You know what I'm saying? Because back then jobs were paying good, and we could get a lot of money. You see, but now things are different. The rand is gone down. You know, it's hard to get rand. Even if you get it, it's like nothing. You know, it's like nothing, because the rand was above the Zimbabwean dollars by that time. At least if I had invested back home with the rand that I have, I should have had a lot of things. But now I cannot compare the rand against the US dollar that is being used in Zimbabwe.
Also, in when I gave that 50,000, I think in Zimbabwe to open a shop it's not that difficult. Like here in South Africa, you can't open a shop because they say you need to pay Vanwakuru, you need to do this, you need to do this. In Zimbabwe, just go Chirokuma raw area, just go and find a cheaper shop. In Zimbabwe, you can drive anyway and loading people. No one will disturb you, no one will harass you. In Zimbabwe, you can do poultry farming. And the Chinchawutanga in Zimbabwe can at the same thing, which means we have got consistently customers. Like here, if you do the same thing, which means the day you want to go back home, you leave all the mega customers here, then you go and start to zero. So if I've got the opportunity now, I can choose Zimbabwe now, because here there is no freedom, no peace, because everything you can't eat because you said I can't eat food chicken because kumba kune asandavaka. But when you go to Zimbabwe, you don't give yourself pressure. You can take 2 years from Mesashtina or because you are on a motherland. You don't have any stress, you don't have anything. You do more things with your time. You are not you need to use everything on pressure, because you see in Zimbabwe there's no competition, but there is progress. Here there's competition, but there's no progress. Just have competition. Tomorrow Maria yotomuka yakatofuna kumusha kwazodai, you need to send Maria to Zimbabwe. My problems, and so kumba tinongochika kuenda zvedu. But if you put your step ahead kuenda kumbaka, you can struggle for first and second month. Third month unonga to bata chino watu line up kune your right channel. Saka that is only mind I have for now. But okay guys, we give you all these things. Please let's engage in the comment section.
Yes guys, we need to hear you, what you say in the comment section. To those who like object and stuff like that, yes, write in the comment section. Let's hear your side of the stories. But I believe those people who came to South Africa have met a lot of challenges to get where they are today. But one thing that I regret is, like, if I had thought about it the moment that I got my backing, the backing that I have, that moment I should have gone back home. Then, there and then, was that's something that will generate me good money if I have to go back home. I know that there's competition, there's quite a lot of business running the backies, but where in the world could you not find a place with no competition? I'll just go and join that competition, not join, but I'll go and improvise and make it better, provide good services that side, think of ways to make money out of that, not just to stand outside the hardware and stuff like that. Go around Zimbabwe, drive around Zimbabwe, make money around Zimbabwe. That is what my plan is right now when I go back home. That is my plan beyond this preparation, this planning of going back home, because home is calling us now, guys. Home needs us, and home needs a lot of people. Home needs you as well. We're not forcing you that you should go. You know why you came to South Africa. Most of the people have lost their purposes. They came here looking for capital, but they ended up being complacent. They ended up being comfortable here, feeling cozy, forgetting why they came here. Some people now are suffering. Some people had chances. They had money that by then, if they had gone back home, they would be in better position. But some of them decided to squander that money, and they remained here. Some of them, they no longer have the cash. Some of them, they are trying so hard to work for the cash so that they can go back home, but they're only getting money to spend for the day, and they don't even know how they're going to get that kind of a money, or even money for bus, to travel back home. So that's the main purpose. That's the thing. Other thing why people are not coming back home. Some of them are afraid to come with nothing in their hands. Well, they've lost their purposes. What was your purpose when you were coming to South Africa, or when you were going to diaspora? Have you achieved it yet? What happened? What happened along the way? Where did you get lost? Please answer in the comment section. That's going to help a lot of people as well. But there is still time to make a turning point. There is still time. Do not be discouraged. You can still make it. You can still make goals again. You can go on the drawing board and start again. Then you can achieve. When God is giving you the time, the power of the mind, the energy and everything, you can start again and be better for good.
Okay, cheers, bye-bye.
Okay, guys, so please subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Support us, guys, so that we can keep motivating each other. We can keep working together until you start seeing us building our house back home in Zimbabwe. Thank you.